Hello, my name is Vasilis Drougas, and I want to thank the committee for the invitation to speak in this most important symposium. My topic is quantum physics and continuity in the Tai Chi Chuan practice. I am a professor of physics and doctor of neurophysiology and teach Tai Chi Chuan of the Chen family and Qigong. Uh, Tai Chi Chuan is a completed combination of movements. It's an art of gentle movement, and it is very important to see how this style may affect human movement as well as the brain process. It's important to understand how the continuity of movement affects the mind, and as we know, many people today have attention problems, especially in the big cities. There are also so many problems with the connection with other people. This is a contact and communication problem today. Stress will create such problems. This is why people are no longer so quiet as they were in the past years. The longer the stress continues, the person cannot perceive and register the changes in his character and thinking about his daily life. This is how distances are created from the actual brain function, the continuity in thought and emotions. By the same tactic, the internal organs are present with a great waste of energy to help the person for the new situation. This moment is the key point at which human must begin his contact with the restoration of continuity. People cannot understand this discontinuity because they cannot get away from the situation that became a part of their character. Then, Tai Chi Chuan really has the real solution in function for this. This discontinuity is directly related to quantum physics. Continuity and discontinuity are related to quantum phenomena that are important in our decisions, in our thinking, in our emotional life, and much more in our kinetic adaptation to the physical living environment. Continuity is very important because it's related to the joining together of small pieces of our life and our movement as well as our thoughts. This is a vital point that Tai Chi Chuan has a big role today to restore continuity and change the wrong habits. All these habits will create locks, joint, and muscle problems. Thus, the fixation on the continuity of movement creates a restoration of continuity in our thinking and decisions. Following the circle, the continuity in movement in relation to the breath creates a connection of the scattered bits and can be done by quantization. Each continuity creates the conditions for the brain process to return to a continuous flow. This refers of letting go of negative emotions that create quantum holes and send our mind and movement into different directions. The basic process of change lies in the continuous integration of many nearby points and conditions in each movement without stopping and without thinking. It's a sequence of continuations in a space of functions where each new state is connected to and depends on the previous as well as the next move. Therefore, in the moment that stops the flow of movement and mind, then various situations arise when these functions lead to a discontinuous inductive transition into other directions and conditions. So, again and again, emotions change the situation. Movement is changed by various parameters, and through it is transferred into different situations. Then, the external environment affects us much more easily. And this is a quantum effect that affects the movement. Tai Chi Chuan has a similar quantum role to connect the different points in a harmony to clear discontinuities and restore the flow of energy. Think of light, which is made up of many different frequencies, and when the frequencies unite, they create white light. This is an impression of a completed energy of smaller parts joining together and creating something in absolute continuity. The same happens with Tai Chi Chuan practice. If we separate the various forms we experience, then they will not exist in reality. We simply follow the Newtonian theory where everything is made up of different parts and everything may exist on their own. But in Tai Chi Chuan, things are different. All the moments and points are joined, and all the smaller pieces are joined in a continuous line which does not break. The continuity that exists in Tai Chi Chuan during the movement, in the mind, and in the breath plays a vital role in the modern era by restoring balance to everyday life. When we follow the circle without stop, then flow is restored. Thought and continuity of functions associating with the movement and mind. Today we know that memory has a quantum form as well as mind and the creation of stimuli in the muscular system. Tai Chi Chuan is a continuum way, a circle by which we join the inner and outer universe that is continuous. Tai Chi Chuan differs from other styles in the continuity of movement and its contact with the mind. It's important so to understand this continuity thought, the quantization of motion, and the continuum of the universe. This is Tai Chi Chuan. I want to thank you very much for your attention. My respect from Greece.